Okay, hello everyone. I think we're ready to begin. So I'd like to welcome everyone to today's webinar on Connect for Arena from eBom. My name is Elaine Portnoy and I'm the Marketing Manager for Arena Solutions, and I will be your moderator for today. So with that, I would like to introduce today's presenters. Today we have Henrik Svensson, Account Manager at eBom. And Henrik has been described as the champion of all things Connect, so he's certainly the right person to be presenting today. And he's going to provide an overview and a demo of the Connect product. And we also have with us Mike Halliday, and Mike is a Senior Solutions Consultant for Arena. And he is going to be available during the question session to address any of your Arena specific product questions today. And for those of you who don't know eBom, I'm just going to provide a little overview. They have been working with Arena since 2010, so a 10-year partnership, both reselling and implementing the Arena solution. They're focused entirely on PLM and specifically the Arena product, so they certainly have a deep industry expertise. The Connect product was driven by customers who work extensively with document management, like customers who are in the medical device industry. They might have large complex product arrays or are highly regulated. So what they did is the Connect product was developed to help those customers streamline the document management with Arena with an efficient connection between Microsoft Word and Arena and further streamline those processes. So with that introduction, I'd like to pass it over to Henrik, who is going to begin his presentation. Henrik?
Great, thank you, Elaine. So just quickly to get into a little bit of the agenda here for today's webinar. First, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the issues with conventional document management, then how we intended to improve on those, a little bit of an overview on Connect. Then I'll be giving a demonstration on Connect and a little bit of information on how to begin the free trial for those who wish to do so. And then from there, we're going to go into the Q&A. So in terms of conventional document management, so the old way, it was very manual in nature, tended to be very time consuming. You have document controllers kind of going through, having to file things manually. If you ever needed to update files, you kind of had to search through the filing cabinet and find the right one. So it also tended to be a little bit resource dependent. You have teams of document controllers. You got printers running all the time, you need space for files, all of that, and due to its error-prone nature, it really required these kind of rigorous controls to avoid any errors. And what we found is that Arena's really taking steps in the right direction. I think they're doing a great job, and we here at eBom are here to kind of take it to the next level. So working with many of our different customers over the years, we've had an opportunity to deal directly with users who are in Arena on a daily basis. And the things that we really wanted to focus on were, one, to just maximize the performance when it comes to document management. We wanted to make it as fast and as few mouse clicks as we possibly could. And part of that is really just making the experience as user-friendly as possible. So we wanted to just make this interface that was easy to understand. We wanted to reduce the amount of navigation and everything that had to occur to get these document management tasks complete. And we also wanted to just make sure that we were mitigating any possible risks that are associated with document management in Arena. So looking at all of these, this is really what inspired us to create Connect. So Connect is a Microsoft Word add-in that integrates Word with Arena. So what this does is it allows users to perform all of their daily document management tasks directly within a pane that appears in Word. And what we found is we're able to reduce operational costs by making some of these processes up to 7 times faster. And I've actually tested this myself. But I'll kind of just get into that a little bit more and show you how that works in the demonstration. Also, we're able to minimize the training needs because we're using this very simple and familiar interface of Microsoft Word that almost everybody understands. And also we're able to reduce the risk of uploading the incorrect documents because users are actually looking directly at the documents that they're uploading and working with rather than kind of navigating through this, this file folder. So I'm just going to get straight into the demonstration and show you guys a little bit of how .Connect actually works. So let's say that I've drafted up this document here and I'm ready to save it to Arena. So I've already saved the file locally. So .Connect is going to automatically see the file title and put that in for me. So that's pretty nice. And then from there, I can just input the file category. And this is an SOP. So I'm just going to input that. And then right here, I just want to talk a little bit about these different features. This is really where the time saving comes into effect. So the different options here, we have the ability to create an item, move the item to InDesign, and or create a PDF. So we saw a lot of companies were wanting to create PDFs of their files when they uploaded them to Arena. So we added this to .Connect, so we're really able to take two separate workflows in Arena and just have one mouse click that adds the second workflow to the first, which is really nice. And then if I decide to create an item, it's actually going to create an item for me, and it's also going to associate the PDF and the file that I've created to that item. So for this example, I'm just going to save the file to Arena, and I'm also going to, since I have it, I've set it up so it automatically creates a PDF for me as well. So it's really that simple. All I really had to do was put in the file category, click Save to Arena, and then we're good to go. So that's one of the use cases that we find that's really useful. And then what's nice here as well is .Connect is going to provide some links if I want to check out the file or PDF in Arena. So from here, I'm going to go into the second use case we would generally see, and that would be if I want to update a file that's already in Arena. So I'm just going to click Find in Arena. I know what my file title is. I think it's one of the every scans, I believe. So we're going to check that out. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to open it. It's going to go into Arena, download it for me into my downloads folder, and then I can just open it up real quick. Open .Connect again. It's going to load up the file information for me. And basically from here, all I need to do is just make the revisions, and then I can just change the file edition and update Arena. So it's really as easy as that. And because I've set it to automatically upload a PDF, it's going to do that for me as well. Now for the last use case that we really recommend people to use to really leverage .Connect in a great way is the use of templates. So I'm just going to find in Arena, grab this template here, and this is a MRD template. So again, it's just going to grab this from Arena, download it into my downloads folder, and then I can open up .Connect from here. So once I've made the changes that I need to the document, if I wish to, I can save it locally, possibly into my downloads folder. So maybe this is the every scan 9001. Can save it, and then .Connect is going to recognize the file name. And then I'm just going to input the file category here, and this is a marketing requirements spec. And then I can just save it to Arena from there. Also, I just want to point out, we also have the option to associate this with a file directly from this, this little option menu here. So I'm just going to save it to Arena, and it's going to create the file in the PDF for me. This is great. So those are kind of the three use cases that we'll go into today. We have a little bit of other stuff here. Of course, you have the couple different options in the settings. Admin area is a good one if you want to configure the workspace, but we're not really going to get into that right now. Next, I'm actually just going to briefly talk about if anyone wants to check out the free trial. One of the things that we really want to make sure that you understand is that we need to have API enabled in the workspace that you wish to use .connect in. So that's really the main thing. Make sure API is enabled if you want to try .connect. And then from there, I can also just show you here. If you want to check it out, you can just go to the insert pane, click get add-ins, which will open up the Microsoft Store. And then you can just search .connect. And from there, you can add it to your Word. And basically, the first user from each company is going to register on our server, and then everybody else in that same company can just log in using their Arena credentials. So that is actually it on my end. So thank you very much, and back to you, Elaine.
All right, thank you, Henrik. So I'm going to take over now. Thank you very much for your help with that. We're going to keep moving forward, and we're ready for questions. And let's see, it looks like our first question, looks like it's going to be for Henrik. It's about the trials and how long they last and how to access the information. So Henrik, how long does the free trial last? And then where can I go as a follow-on to see those steps to download the free trial?
Right, so the free trials last for 2 weeks, and we actually allow basically an unlimited amount of users per company. It's 500, so anybody in the company can check out the free trial, and you can just go to our website for more information if that's needed. But it's really as simple as just going to the Microsoft Store, typing in .connect, and then adding it in from there.
Okay, great. Seems easy enough. All right, so another question. How does it handle red lines? So it's, for example, I want to have both the red lines in the final copy and PDF of the final copy attached to the Arena item.
Right, so if the red lines are set up in the Word document, all of that will be saved when you save it into Arena. So when you open the file back up, you'll be able to see the red lines.
Let's see. When you create an item from .connect, does it show the item number created?
So if you've set up item numbers with the different item categories, then it will input that into Arena.
All right, and another question from Lucas. Does .connect work with all MS Office formats?
That is something I believe as long as you have the most up-to-date version, should work fine.
Okay, very good. A question from Sharon. Let's see, when adding a new document to Arena using .connect, does the file LCS get added as working revision?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. And another question from Lucas. How would you handle a redline version of a document versus a final clean version?
I'm not exactly sure what Lucas means by that question. Maybe we'll have to get more into that. How would you handle?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure I understand the question there.
Okay. All right, we'll get a little more detail from Lucas after, and we'll follow up with you directly. Okay, and a question from Michael. Utilizing .connect, how do you control the item number which will be created in Arena? Do you have to just know what the next item number is and then make it part of the file title?
So Yeah, so if you've set up the item number that's related to the item category, then .connect will automatically create the item number for you.
So a follow-up to that, Henrik, is there anywhere in the interface that shows what that document number is?
The item number,
Yeah.
that's something that we are potentially adding in future releases, but that's not currently in .connect.
Okay, great, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Another question from Sharon. When adding a new document to Arena using .connect as a file, oh, we did that, didn't we? We answered that question. Sorry about that. Are the file categories based on what is already created in Arena?
Yes.
Okay. Good. And let's see. Is another question for Henrik. Is it only for Word or does it work with other Office tools?
Right now, we've created this just for Microsoft Word, and there's the potential to expand, but right now it's just for Word.
Okay, and that kind of answers a similar question of plans to have this work with Excel. So, all right. Okay. So we have some more questions coming in. Can we configure unique PDF parameters such as security, links, etc.?
Right now, we only support PDF creation, but obviously, depending on the needs of our customers, we're able to possibly make that happen. But I'm not exactly sure on the protocol there.
Okay. Another question: when you change the revision, does it automatically save the previous edition or revision?
So it's going to save anytime you press save to Arena or update. Those are the times that it's going to save. So if you download a file from Arena, make changes, and then click update, then it will save that as a new edition.
All right. Let's see. Question from Christopher. Can documents be added to a part number from the .connect?
Documents added to part. So documents can be associated with files, items, and supplier items.
Okay. Another question. Okay, that was about reversion, which was addressed earlier. Let's see. How are passwords and accessibility from .connect handled? Looks like there's this is multi-faceted question. What does this look like on Arena's end? Are working revs updated only, and what's the cost after the free trial?
Okay, so this looks like we're going to have to answer some of this after the webinar, but in terms of accessibility, you're just using your Arena credentials to log in into Arena. So that's how you access. You go through and you just put in your username and password, and then you have all of the then you're able to access it that way.
Yeah, and Henrik, I'll add to that. Before Henrik started his demonstration, he was already logged in. But the first action that you take with .connect is to log into Arena through the interface, through the .connect interface. So you will put in your own username and password, so you will have those credentials when you log in.
Okay, great. Thanks, Mike. A question from Dave. When uploading the new edition into Arena, I'm assuming this file is not yet released, therefore, how is the new edition controlled before it is released? That's something that needs a little bit more clarification.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
So,
all right.
I will just add to that. It's going to use regular Arena functionality, so it's adding these as a working revision of the items. So you do have to go through normal Arena processes to make that permanent and to release it. And so it's using regular Arena functionality to control changes to the document.
right? Okay, would the template be controlled through change control, or can it be freely manipulated?
So what happens is with the use of templates, it's going to once you've downloaded it, it's going to recognize it as a new file. So whatever you upload it as, it's going to be, it kind of like, it's going to automatically deassociate or dissociate this file that you've downloaded and started working on from the original template, so it won't affect the template that you have in Arena.
Yeah. So essentially, it's a copy. It's a copy down to Word.
Right. We have a question about going over the word add-in again, but I think that can be addressed with the recording, because we'll send that and that will show Henrik going through the process again. Question from Kim. There are usually 3 files that you would want loaded, a redline and a clean and a PDF. .connect seems to load 2. Can she add a redline directly?
So that's not something that we have set up right now. You would have to do a red line, save it as a 1.0, for example, and then take off the red lines, save it as a 1.1 or something along those lines. That's probably how I would approach it.
Okay. Question about the recording. Today's recording is going to be sent to everyone, so you will have the demo and the process of how to access the trial and going through the question and answer session today. All right, and a question about the licensing, to elaborate more on information regarding the needed licenses to log on to .connect.
Okay, so that's just, I mean, basically any user in Arena is able to use their Arena credentials to log in. But if you're going to upload and download files, you obviously need read-write access, so full user license, or else you're not able to upload files.
Okay. Is the connection to .connect secured?
Yes.
All right. We want to show the part that, can you show the part that Henrik created in Arena? And I think we'll address that with the recording again. What happens if more than one user edits a document at the same point in time?
If it's at the exact same point in time, we've never run into that issue. So that's something that I can test out, and then we can answer that after the webinar.
Henrik, I'm just going to follow up with that. Is it using a checkout to get the document?
Yes, it is, actually.
So it would follow the same rules as if 2 users wanted to try to check out a file at the same time. Whoever got that the nanosecond first would be the one that got the document, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. If your workspace features have API as enabled, are there any settings to change to get .connect to work?
I don't believe so. I believe as long as you have API enabled, it should work fine.
All right, a question on, is .connect validated?
I believe that's one for Mike.
So .connect itself, we probably have to take it offline and talk about what validation protocol you want to talk about. So why don't we just take that one offline and handle it directly?
All right. Let's see. Has .connect considered a similar plugin for G Suite applications? I think that's another one of more of a. product questions that we had answered earlier that are in the
Yeah, I
plan?
mean, that's something that we haven't considered, but of course, if there's enough of a drive for it, then it's a potential possibility.
All right. Let's see. We have time for a couple more questions. Let's see, this is from Ansem. Can eDoc constrain the user to update file to a certain product lifecycle? For example, I do not want the file to be updated on the item which is in production lifecycle.
I think that would be something you'd have to do in the Arena settings, but that's not something we have in our settings there.
Right, and I'll follow up with that too. Is this the updates are going to happen to the working revision, and so nothing goes live or permanent to that update until it goes through the change and approval process.
Okay. All right. Well, we've run up against we're running up against the 30-minute mark here, so I think we're gonna end the Q&A session for now. And then we're going to follow up any open questions. We're going to follow up with you directly. And then any questions that were mentioned, but we said we would need a little bit more information from you, we're going to also follow up on those as well. So everyone's going to get their questions answered from today's session. And then I would just like to reiterate again that it is recorded and it will be shared with everyone who is in attendance today. So you'll be able to see the demo that Henrik provided. You'll be able to see the walkthrough on how to start the free trial option and what you exactly need to get this up and running. So I think that concludes our webinar for today. And on behalf of Arena Solutions and eBom, I want to thank you all for joining us and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.